Part 4, problem solving using percentages. Here we look at some simple problems like this one here. How would you do this? The population of a small island was 1,500 in 2016, and it increased by 15% every year. So you need to find calculate the population in 2017, 2018, and 2019 over a period of 3 years. Okay, let's record that. 2016, the population was 1,500. We've got that. Now, if it increases 15% every year, then let's assume this is the baseline number. This is 100%. This is where we begin. So in 2017, it'll increase by 15%. That means if it was, this is 100% now, it'll be 115% of this amount in 2017. So if we take 115% of 1,500, we get 1.15 times 1,500, and we get 1,725. That will be the population in the year 2017. Now, if that's the population in the year 2017, what will be the population in the year 2018? Well, then we'll have to take this as the starting point, 2017. If we take this as the baseline figure, because this is what's going to increase 15%. So this becomes now the 100%. And 2018, it'll be 15% more, so it's 115%. What is more? This is more. So 115% of this would be, multiply the two, 1.15 times 1725, and there's your answer. So the population in 2018 would be 1,984. There. Exactly the same logic for 2019. What happens in 2019? Well, obviously, it's this population that's going to increase by 15%. Not this, not this. This will increase by 15%. So if we imagine this to be 100%, it'll now increase to 115%, or it'll become 115% of itself. So 115% of 1984 is 1.15 times 1984, and the answer is 2,282 will be the population in the year 2019. Now you have an idea how to work these kind of problems through. These are very common problems, and you'll get them all the time. So make sure you know what the logic is, so you know what to calculate and how to calculate. Here's another example of a very common problem you'll get, a word problem. Ray's weekly salary is increased by 4% to $187.20. Now, if you want to record this, what was his salary before the increase? Now, we don't know what the salary was. The original salary, we have no idea. That's what we're trying to find. But we know that the original salary was increased by 4%. So we don't know what this is, but we know if the original salary was 100% and it was increased by 4%, that means the new salary has to be 104% of the original salary, right? So the increased salary or the new salary would be 104% of the original salary, and we know that that happens to be $187.20. We know what the increased salary is. It is $187.20. So 104% of the original salary is equal to the increased salary. Now, once we know this, we can work out what this unknown is by dividing this 187 by 1.04, and the answer is $180. So that was the original salary. And you can work it out. If you increase $180 by 4%, you'll get $187.20. Let's look at this one. Tanya sold her mobile for $60 and made a 20% profit. Now, we don't know how much she bought the mobile for, but we know that she sold it for $60 and she made a profit of 20%. So we don't know what this is, but we know that she made a profit of 20%. So she must have sold it at 120% of the original price. If the original price was 100%, the profit was 20%, so she increased it to 120% of the original price. So we'll say 120% of the original price is what the new price would be, or the $60 would be equal to. So that should be equal to 1.20 times whatever this is. That should be equal to the $60 selling price. So these two are equal. Once we know that, we can easily find out what this unknown is by dividing $60 by 1.20. And the answer would come to $50. That means the original price must have been $50. And you can check if you want to find out whether 20% of $50, if you add it on, will it give you $60? Yes, it will, which means this is absolutely correct. So always check. Now, these kind of problems are very common. You get them all the time. So is this one. Helen used 240 grams of mixed fruit and nut in a cake. So her cake has fruit and nut in it, around 240 grams of fruit and nut in it. Now, this is 30% of the actual weight of the cake. Of course, the cake weighs more than 240 grams, but the fruit and nut is 30% of the weight of the cake. So we can record it this way. The mixture's weight, the mixture of fruit and nut, is 240 grams. That's given. And it's 30% of the weight of the cake. We don't know what the weight of the cake is, but we know that the mixture is 30% of the weight of the cake. We don't know what this is, but it's 30% of that. And that should be equal to 240 grams. Once you've got it in this form, then this becomes 0.3, this becomes times, and you can work out the unknown. Something times something equals to this. 240 divided by 0.3. By now, you should be able to work out it's 800 grams. Once again, the cakes, or the total weight of the cake is 800 grams. If you want to check, see if 30% of 800 grams comes to 240 grams of fruit and nut. Chances are that it will come to 240 grams, which means this answer is also correct. So, you've looked at some problems which are very common, and you'll see it all the time, but now you'll be able to tackle them with confidence, with ease, and totally relaxed because you know what you're looking for and you know what to do with that information. So go ahead, tackle your books, prepare for your tests, go through your worksheets the teacher's given you, and you should be getting an A straight away. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.